Hello and welcome, it's Wes, and today we're going to be doing a mystery video. That really depends on if I can adjust this camera, of course. What a pain in the ass this thing is. Whatever. Alright, so today is Mystery Thursdays. Alright, I pretty much do like a random video from time to time, and we had like a new moon. I had to look it up, but I think it was in Libra. So I was like, well, what would be a video that would be different or good around that? And I just figured we'll do a mystery person reading. Alright, and it either works or it doesn't. I intend this to be short, so the readings are not going to be long. You know, most of my videos go for sometimes 3 to 4 hours. I just don't want to do that today, so this video will just hopefully be 1 to 2 hours long. I feel like in the past I've always said that, and the video still somehow ends up being way longer than it's supposed to. Alright? But anyways, this video is going to be, as I said, about a mystery person. We don't know anything about them. Alright? Now, I'm gearing it towards something. I mean, let's hope they don't have interest to rob you or something like that. Alright, that's not really the energy I'm trying to attract for this video, but hopefully it's like somebody that, you know, has legitimate interest in you for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's just to be friends. Maybe it's something more. Alright. So don't draw any crazy conclusions for whatever I'm reading here, alright? It's one of these mystery things about tarot where it's going to apply to certain people and it won't for others, alright? Who knows where you're at in your life path, alright? Alright. Oh yeah, last thing I need to tell you is the timestamps, as always, in the comment section down below. Just look for my name, it'll be highlighted and pinned. Show more info and you'll see all the blue links there. Alright, let's go to Aries. Aries, you are the first batter up. Alright. This card came out, so I just took it on who this mystery person that's potentially interested in you is. It is Libra energy. Alright. 4 of Swords, suggesting somebody I'm assuming you've taken a time out from. Alright. 9 times out of 10, in this kind of context, it's probably going to suggest an ex-partner. I'm like, who else would you break up with? It could, in theory, be someone that you're just taking a time out from that's not, for, say, a recent romantic partner, alright? But for most of you, it'll probably be suggesting some sort of ex-partner here, alright? But the 4 of Swords is a isolation energy, so it is kind of telling us that whoever this person is someone that may be distant from you or may not be talking with you at all. They're just taking a time out in the hot tub or the sauna, trying to look their best for when they come around, maybe to make you jealous. So I've been going to the gym and, you know, just working out, getting in shape. I remember when you said I was a total fat bastard. Well, not anymore! Getting a lot of babes, so just wondering if you're still interested. You know, I'll pass this up. Hopefully it's not someone like that, but you kind of get where I'm going. Alright. Tell us about this person that's taking a time out away from Aries, or has pause or reflection, this mystery person. Tell us more about it. We'll get one clarifier and see what it says. It says 9 of Wands, Wounded Warrior. Alright, so it's not going to add, in my opinion, a whole lot with that card. This person may have the persona of whoever they are, that they are, and this is an extreme case, would be like a victim of some sort if this person ever complains a lot. Alright, another suggestion here is it's a person that feels like they're always struggling through life or getting the leftovers. Alright. I don't know why I'm getting that energy from this combination here, but something around that person that just feels like they've really gone through the fucking ringer. Alright? So I would imagine it could have been, you know, this person may have told you or given you the impression of that in the past. Like, they're a survivor, you know? I almost didn't make it, Aries, until I found you. Every day is just putting one foot forward. I'm just kidding. It may not be that extreme, Aries, but you kind of get the idea of what I'm talking about. All right. This person may have also just had a rough, rough year or past years, and may have just felt the need to, like I said, complain about it or make it known. All right, maybe that bothers you a bit. Like, I didn't want to hear about it, please. What is in this mystery person's energy that's interested in Aries? What can we know? What's in their energy? This is the World, alright? So this person may feel like a new chapter is coming into their life. What else? It's too many cards. What else can we know? It's King of Wands. So whoever this person is very ambitious. Alright? So this could be a person now with this energy showing Aries, an individual that feels like they're overcoming some type of barriers in their life or something like that. There could be a new sense of confidence, or this person's now going from a kind of a quiet, kind of, I don't know, solitary, withdrawn kind of energy to being more active. All right. King of Wands is pretty strong in the tarot, so it does suggest whoever this person is somebody that's, again, coming out of potentially a recovery period and becoming more active. All right. The World can be a positive card for chapters closing out. So I would imagine this person, as I said in summary, feels like they're turning a new leaf. All right. Perhaps they want you to ride that leaf with them. What is their interest in this mystery person? What is their interest in Aries? What can we know? This King of Wands. Well, we got the Lovers. Wow. That's pretty good, if you ask me. So, I think that pretty much is straightforward there, Aries. So my assumption is this is an ex-partner. Alright. Again, a whiny type or someone I already kind of went over that. This person feels like they're either turning a new leaf or they're doing something different. Perhaps they're just tired of getting the same old bad grapes. They're like, I really got to step my game up. You know, if I come panhandling to Aries again and whining, complaining, and telling Aries to pick me up from the police station and can Aries pay my car payment again, maybe that's the attitude that's just not turning Aries on. Maybe it's those things that Aries told me about, you know, like getting a life and going to the gym and doing normal things. Maybe that'll get Aries' attention. Like this? Would you like me like this? Maybe this person feels that they're going to be more appealing to you now, Aries. What would Aries' interest be in this King of Wands? This person, this mystery person. We got the devil reversed there. You're like, I already left that. What would Aries' interest be in this King of Wands? It says a lot to be desired. Well, why would Aries be disappointed with this person? This tells me, I'll just be honest, Aries, that if you're getting 4 of Cups, it tells me that you've already been in this energy before. So odds are pretty good. There's something about this person that either if they made their presence known to you, it's coming out because you're seeing something that's still there that you don't like, or you're anticipating something to be there that you don't like. Why would Aries be in this 4 of Cups energy? Oh God, it said Queen of Cups reversed, and it went right over the Lovers. So this is a real nail in the coffin here, because what it's suggesting, if this is true, it's saying that part of this disappointment is also a lack of romantic feelings towards this person. You don't feel the same way. So, anyways, that's what I got for you, Aries. This could just be, unfortunately, what it seems like is you got a person here that has more interest in you than you would to them, whoever they are. So it would probably be someone where you're kind of giving them the, do you want to just be friends? Does that mean Netflix and you know what still? Probably not, no. Oh, I'm going to have a real problem with this. Told you were a bitch. Just kidding. Hopefully it's not going to go that way, Aries, but you kind of get where this is going, alright? I think it's a person that unfortunately you're going to potentially have contact with, or they'll come into your energy and you'll be like, I just don't feel the same way as you do, alright? Who knows? Maybe for some of you you'll have interest all of a sudden. You never know. What else we got from here? Let's go to Taurus and move on here. Taurus, tell us about the mystery person for Taurus. What can we know about this person, this mystery person for Taurus? What can we know? Mystery person interested. So we got Queen of Cups reversed. I just had that for Aries. So this is a person you don't have any interest in, or you lost interest in. Tell us more about the Queen of Cups reversed. Do I take that? Yeah, I will. So it's Tower reversed. So it says it would suggest, and again, this is just a suggestion, that one of the reasons you don't like this, I don't want to say you don't like this person. I'm going to retract that statement. I'm going to say that you're less fond of this person, all right? In other words, there's probably still things that may potentially allure you to them, but one of the major factors is you just don't have that romantic attachment or whatever towards this person maybe like you once did, all right? The Queen of Cups in the tarot is often described in various ways when it's reversed, but it can be extremely negative, but it just generally talks about a queen that doesn't have much of a heart that's open for shop. It's closed. Not to everybody, just this person, all right? So there must be a reason for that, all right? Now, the tarot says the Tower reversed, which tells us that at some point you may have had a blowout with this person. To what degree, who knows? But what it does tell us is that there was some type of problem of some sort that caused a disruption, which I'm assuming caused your heart to flip upside down. In other words, whatever this event was caused you to lose attraction to this person. I don't want to say attraction, but romantic feelings, right? So perhaps this person did something, or maybe it was some other external situation. Who knows? All right. Or maybe you just got tired of the connection. All right. So someone that you're not interested in, it appeared to be suggestion. What is in this person's energy? This mystery person towards our Taurus. What is in their energy? Give me 1 to 2 cards. Well, just give me 2 cards. Okay, it's suggesting this person has something they definitely want to say to you. We have Knight of Swords. What else? So we have the Judgment reversed here. Okay. Tell us about the Judgment reversed. So we have Temperance here. I might take that. Well, let's first figure out what the Knight of Swords is about. Tell us about Knight of Swords. Why is that in this person's energy? So it says Hermit reversed. So what this is kind of suggesting here, Taurus, is that it's an individual that has in their energy some sort of interest to talk with you. All right. Now, the Knight is going to the Hermit reverse, which tells us that whatever this thing is that this person has interest in talking to you about is something that's been on their either on their mind for a long time, or they've been hiding it for a long time, or it's been bothering them. All right. I mean, there's a multitude of things this could be, to be perfectly honest. But you know, the Hermit, we have to ask ourselves, what kind of thing would keep a person stuck or in thought for extended periods of time where they can't, like, it's bothering them. All right. So generally with the Hermit, when it's upright, it can tell us that a person will generally find the answer, or they'll come to some conclusion, all right? Oftentimes relying on experience or something from the past. But when it's reversed, it can talk about, like, it starts getting clouded or lost, and they're not really sure, or they're just taking too long thinking about it. So this must be something of significance that this person wants to tell you. It's like, I need to vent to you about this, all right? I would imagine whatever this is obviously something that's not along the lines of let's go out for drinks. It's probably something about something that happened between the both of you. If I had to take a gander, it would have had to have been relating to this tower from the past or something about it. That really wasn't me. I know I went in the car and we were driving 130 on the freeway, and I was just swerving all over the place, and you're screaming for your life. And yeah, I know I put you in danger there, but that wasn't my intention. All right, you know I'm a good driver. Maybe this person just couldn't quite understand that you were fearing for your life. All right. Perhaps they have a attention span of goldfish. Judgment reversed here, going to Temperance. In my opinion, is the Temperance is all that matters, because it's telling us that this is something about this person wants to make right or find balance in. Judgment reverse can tell us about past arguments. It can talk about something from the past that hasn't quite resolved. All right. Like, Judgment can be tricky here, because one of the things is it can suggest you're being reversed is that there's something that this person either can't let go of, or it's like they want to turn a new chapter or move on, but they can't quite, like, this thing is still bothering them. It's like a little ankle biter from the past. So I would imagine this person feels some compulsion overall that they need to clarify something with the almighty Taurus. What is this person's interest in Taurus? This mystery person, what is their overall interest? What can we know? I mean, I guess we've kind of already figured it out at this point, Taurus. What is this mystery person's interest in Taurus? Okay, we're not getting nothing. Let's try this deck. Mystery person for Taurus. What is their interest in Taurus overall? Says the devil reversed. That's pretty good, if you ask me. Overall, Taurus, this is an individual that seems to want to clear something up with you. I have some strange suspicion that this would be some type of communication that is neutral. For some of you, it could even be trying to convince you or discuss with you about turning a new chapter, and I just wanted to clear this up. You know, I know I stole your life savings, but, you know, I was going through a hard time, and I just really wasn't thinking clearly. Like, it didn't really occur to me that that was your money, and I shouldn't have done that. That was a no-no. Let's hope this person's not a complete idiot. But what is good out of this, Taurus, is that it is a person that does suggest that it doesn't tell us that this person wants to do anything romantic, but it is showing them clearing up something with you. All right, the devil reverse can be talking about clearing out some illusion, seeing the illusion for what it is, that this was a cycle that kept on going on, or it's telling us that this person doesn't want to engage in certain behaviors anymore, or they've recognized or had some epiphany about something that's happening, and, you know, perhaps if they're gauging how you respond to them, then it could lead into something else. You know, most times this would be a probing energy just to kind of fish and see what Taurus does. All right, but overall, that's where I'm going to leave it here, Taurus. You've got somebody that wants to clear it up with you, but I'll be honest with you, whatever this is suggesting probably tells me that it's a person that you pretty much wrote off already. All right. How would Taurus respond to this person coming back into the picture if they did? So it says full reverse. A lot of you would not want to take the chance, it says, or you wouldn't want to take the risk on this person. Whatever. You be the judge, Taurus. All right. And again, this is not a guarantee anything's going to happen, but that's what the tarot's suggesting. Take it or leave it. Let's go to Gemini. Gemini! We're going to Gemini. Gemini. Getting high with Gemini. Gemini. Tell me about the mystery person for our Geminis. What can we know about this person? This mystery person interested in Gemini. Mystery person for the sign of Gemini. What can we know about this person? It says the Five of Swords. That's not for say a great start. This is Aquarius energy, Gemini. This is a person that, I gotta be careful with how I describe this because it can really be one of those things where I get the description 100% or it goes way the fuck off the deep end. Excuse my language. So, Five of Swords is telling us a person that you've either had a lot of drama with, or it's a person you have found to be very difficult in the past. Alright? The problem with the Five of Swords energy is it rarely talks about two people or two sides of the equation getting their way. It typically says one does. Alright? There's a reason in this card why you see one person winning and the other two are clearly losers walking away. They got nothing. Alright? It's a card that is a selfish energy. It does describe somebody that wants to win at all costs. Sometimes, you know, if you look in relationships, it can be like, you know, if you're thinking that if you're pointing the finger at me and telling me I'm a bum or a loser or I'm this or that, I'm not gonna fucking stand for that. And you know, it can be somebody that tries to get revenge or just be spiteful, all right, or just be manipulative, all right. On the lighter side, this can just simply talk about an individual that, whatever the case was, however it ended, it just resulted in some sort of loss, all right? You didn't really win, they didn't really win, Because even with this energy, even though one person typically does win, it still results in an overall loss, all right? I mean, obviously, if you're both walking away from a connection, then it's not really a win, is it? All right? Maybe they felt for a hot minute they got their way, but... So, this person, this mystery person, sounds like somebody you've had some drama with overall. Clarify the Five of Swords. About this mystery person. What can we know? Clarify it. Whatever happened between you and this person, it suggests that they are pretty disappointed about it. They have the Five of Cups. This is quite interesting that this card came out because it synergizes highly with the Five of Swords. It actually, well, it's not always, because there is one or two possibilities with this. The one possibility is this person is ecstatic that they got their way, or the opposite is they're disappointed with the result. So this is a person that may feel that they ask themselves, was it worth it? Maybe not. All right. This particular description here shows 3 spilt cups, suggesting that the fun, the contentment, or I don't even know if that's a word, but you know, the excitement, the passion, the drive, the fun times are over. All right. The Two of Cups, suggesting a relationship, is behind him. All right. It's over. So this person was clearly disappointed with the outcome. It's suggesting something about what happened didn't rub well with them. What is in this person's energy? This mystery person towards Gemini. What is in their energy? What can we know? 2 cards. So we have the Eight of Wands. That's positive. And what else? Some Sagittarius energy there. And we have Ace of Wands. This is, whoever this person is showing some very rapid and sudden energy. In other words, Eight of Wands is a a blazing fast energy, and the Ace of Wands is an opportunity card. All right. This tells us that it is an individual that wants to initiate or start something. Wands energy, like air energy, encompasses communication. So if this person has been estranged from you or not talking, would imply initiating something with you, or reaching out potentially. All right. The Eight of Wands can even describe, in some cases, something that happens so fast or revolves so fast that it's almost like you're getting swept off your feet. Like you don't even have a moment to process it. So that can be good, and it can be kind of overwhelming for certain people. All right. But this tells us that it's a person that's potentially turning a new leaf, all right, or coming out of some period of moping, or, I don't know, having a timeout, all right? This person may have also been having a reflection period, and again, just to kind of remind certain people, I don't want to make this sound like this person's a total basket case train wreck, sobbing their eyes out. It's unlikely that's happening. It's more suggestive that they're probably still functioning like everybody else, but that, you know, in their alone time, there have been moments that suggest that they were quite disappointed. All right. What is this mystery person's interest in Gemini? 1 card. What can we know? Page of Swords. This person wants to initiate some sort of communication. Now, this page is quite important here, because what this is telling us is that it's light communication. Hey, what you doing? Oh, that's good. All right. Well, I just want to let you know I'm on the market and in town. Just wanted to see what you're doing. Just thinking about those past times, and, you know, sorry that happened. Dinner? I don't know. Who knows, Gemini? This could be a person that's just being nosy. They have interest. Just because this energy is showing doesn't mean that it's exclusive to you. And I just want to make that clear. All right? We don't know that. And for all we know, this person's looking for you and some other people. All right? Just seeing what's available to them. All right? So, but it's still positive nonetheless that this person has some type of interest towards you. All right? But Page of Swords would just tell us this is a probing energy, so this also indicates that they're going to be fishing for certain information. This could be like, oh, are you, how you been? Have you been dating anyone? Oh, you are. Are you seeing someone? Okay. Okay. Well, let me put you on block immediately. Just kidding. Just kidding. Hopefully I won't be that salty. But, oh, you're doing good without me? Oh, let me put you on block immediately. Okay. This person has a tendency to block you. Just kidding. All right. Maybe this is that kind of person, you know. I had a person way in the past where they had their way of kind of I don't know if it was venting or how you would describe it, but anytime they got mad, it was automatic block. You get blocked, so your messages can't go through or whatever. You get your timeout period, and then they're reaching out again. And it's like I thought I was blocked. Oh yeah, I'm over that. Then you say one wrong thing, you're blocked again. Sorry, bitch. You're on block. You're on timeout. That was a very unproductive connection, I'll say that. Anyways. What? Oh, we already established that. So this person wants to be nosy. They're going to try and find something out. If I had to take a gander overall, Gemini, this person has interest. They're probing to see where you're at and if there's potential for maybe something more. All right. Its odds are pretty good. This is somebody, again, you've had drama with. The past didn't work. There probably was a timeout. And they're just being nosy, all right? Maybe, who knows? You might be interested too, and maybe it'll go somewhere, all right? If this happens, some of you might be interested, and with this Wands energy could suggest it'll go somewhere, all right? For how long? Who knows? What else do I need to ask? I think that's it. How Gemini be... if this person approaches Gemini, what will Gemini's interest be to them? So it says the High Priestess. Why would it suggest that? What is the concern around the High Priestess? What would be the concern? Why would Gemini be in that area? So it says Ace of Pentacles. What is Gemini's concern? We have 10 of Swords here. Some of you, and this, I don't want to again make a blanket statement. I hate making blanket statements in tarot because it just won't apply to everybody. But this kind of suggests that there would be some hesitant energy towards whoever this is, in that, like, the High Priestess is oftentimes like a reflection of inner knowledge of things you already know. In other words, you already know how this went, or you interacted with this person in the past. So you've come to a conclusion of some sort about what this is, what this person is, and who they are. Okay? And this person's approach may be one where you are reflecting on that stuff and questioning whether you even want to have an opportunity with this person. You know, the Ace of Pentacles can just be solidifying some sort of foundation to talk and build off of that. But why would one be questioning that? It's probably, and it suggests your 10 of Swords. Concerned that this person might betray you or isn't going to stick around very long. Whether that's just your, like an anxious Gemini that's always like that, or always wondering that's going to happen, I don't know. But it is suggesting some hesitant energy towards this person coming around. So for some of you, maybe it's just you're always like that, and for others of you, you know this person and it's like, I'm not so sure. Not so sure. You look like a snake, you sound like a snake, and you slither like a snake. For some of you, that will be the, again, the nail in the coffin where you're just like, I don't think I want to take that chance. Yeah. Anyways, that's what I got for you, Gemini. Good luck to you. Alright, who knows? We'll see what happens. Maybe this person won't be so bad. Maybe there'll be an angel coming to pick our Geminis up. Oh no, my card got bent. Maybe we'll take that. Maybe we will take that. Or we're gonna hate that. Cancer, I'm, as always, so thrilled that we can have our therapy sessions together. All right. A lot of you have been clients here for quite some time. All right. Let's see what the checkup shows today, as I always say. So, for your mystery person, this card just came out. There's this little blurry thing. I swear it's just... I've tried to fix it in the past. I don't know why it does it, but it's like just a little, like a blip. And it's like right in the center of the screen. This camera's been, or this phone has been nothing but nightmares. Still waiting for the day. I'm still waiting for the day I'm going to have that one phone that works with YouTube, and I don't have any problems with it, like at all. Gone through 3 phones, and we haven't found it yet, but one of these days. I think it's the back. I think it's, whatever. Fuck it. It's meant to be, it's meant to be. Alright, so I pulled a card for you. It was 3 of Wands reversed. It just came out, so I took it. It looked sus, so I kept it. Alright, so this mystery person is being described as 3 of Wands reversed. It's Aries energy. Alright. This could be a person that is one of 2 things here. Cancer. It's either a person who made a decision about you too quickly, perhaps it'd be like they left the picture, or it's someone that it is just stalled with. In other words, it's just stuck, or it's not going anywhere with, or you haven't been able to make any progress with this person. So I would imagine that it could be a scenario where you met this person, perhaps things were good for a while, and then for whatever reason it just started to either just stall, regress, or you just had trouble trying to go anywhere with it, alright? Or just, like, I don't know. Or it's just, maybe it was going somewhere and it just started to stagnate, alright? Tell us about, or no, clarify this 3 of Wands reversed for this mystery person. What can we know about that? It says the Magician reverse. So again, this is either a individual that could have told you that the means to, like, I don't know, whatever you guys were trying to do, whether that was maybe a relationship, maybe it was a living situation, maybe this was just differences between the both of you. It was something where it's just not going to work, right? It could also have been bad timing. All right, if this person was occupied with something else or already had something in the picture. Perhaps another ex-partner, or hopefully not a wife or something, you know, like that. Again, those kinds of situations, always I recommend this channel to stay out of them. Alright. You know, you'd be surprised. There are people that dabble with those situations. I just don't think that's ever a good idea to do that. But it could have been some weird situation where it's just like you saw factors and you're like, it's just, we can't do it right now. Perhaps this person could have been incarcerated for some of you. Who knows? All right. But typically when the magician is reversed, it's telling us that either the universe is denying it, or the reality is that the means to do whatever you're trying to do just aren't there. Maybe this person's unemployed, can't afford to buy a house, or, you know, whatever it may be. All right, and you're like, that just isn't going to work, or you kind of get where I'm going with this. All right, so what is in this person's energy? The mystery person that's interested in Cancer, what is in this person's energy? What can we know? Card comes out fairly quickly. Ace of Cups, this person definitely is interested in romance towards you. They want their Cancer. And they know what Cancer's like. A mega pint of wine. It says in the card here, intense friendships. I mean, who wants an intense friendship? Would you like an intense friendship? Sure. Intensive friendship. Oh, man. What else is in this person's energy? This mystery person towards Cancer. This card really wants to come out Lovers. This person may... I'm just going to just point it as like a kind of a side energy. This person may even see you potentially as a soulmate, or it's somebody that they have a lot of interest. Like, you know, me and Cancer, I gotta scoop me up a Cancer. I don't know, we're not done with each other. What else is in this person's energy? Last card. Alright. This person could be very much attracted to certain features of you. Alright? It doesn't have to be the whole package. It could be something that you do that nobody else does. You just make that ham sandwich like no one else. Alright. So it says Seven of Pentacles reversed. Why is that in their energy? Page of Pentacles reversed. It is pointing, suggesting something about some sort of financial instability with this person, or they're taking a bit of a leap of faith here. And I'm only saying that, I would have actually described this differently had it not been for the page here, right? What I can conclude with certainty is that this person shows a very strong energy for a new beginning. Something that is suggesting you, me, and a Cupid, wherever the fuck they are, I'll get one, could go a long way, Cancer. Alright, this person has an interest to initiate something with you, or romance, or go in that direction, or at least hint at it, alright? The problem is, it is also implying that there is still something that is unstable that they're aware about. I'm assuming it's in their energy, alright? And my best guess is it's something to do with money, finance, or their situation of some sort. It's still... it's almost like they're aware it's a problem, it's still there, and so they know it's risky almost in some ways, but they're still, with the page there, would press forwards anyways. So that tells me that whatever this issue is like they're weighing it out as a potential that it's going to be a factor or a problem that could come up, but the allure to my Cancer is just too strong that it's perhaps worth it. This person could have a fear of missing out, or maybe that you're going to move on. Right? if you're a Cancer that lives under a rock, all right, and the only thing that you talk to is a volleyball with face paint on it, this may not be your reading. Because this has got to be somebody that you have had some sort of interaction with, all right, that very much knows about you, and you know has had some sort of interest in you, all right, something you do. Only you. What is this? You know, I'm not even going to ask this. I'd only ask what is their interest in the sign. That's one of the questions. We've established this. This reading is clear as day. This person has interest in wanting to initiate something with you. All right. How would Cancer react if this person came around? So we have 2 of Cups here. So it says 8 of Swords. A lot of you would actually be up in your head about this person coming around. What would cause that? Why would Cancer be up in their head about this person if they came around? So we have Page of Swords. It's horizontal. I don't think I'm going to take that. Shut up, Twinkie. Doing more important things than your barking. Why would Cancer be in their mind over this person? So it says a King of Pentacles horizontal. So this is mixed energy either way we look at it. So I'm going to say overall for this particular reading, Cancer, that whatever this issue this person has, it has something to do with jobs, their job, financial income, their ability, like their reliability. In other words, maybe you see this person as they're unreliable as shit. One minute they tell you that they've got their act together, and the next minute you see that they're completely dicking off and doing whatever. Or you hear that they're telling you, I got that job, and then 1 month later, I got fired from that job. So you may see this person as unpredictable. In other words, you want to believe, and I strongly get this, that this is a person that you want to believe is capable of this King of Pentacles energy. This would be a long-term partner, reliable. You can count on them. You'll know that they'll stick around, bring the money in, work hard. Maybe you're not going to live in luxury, but you know that you can count on them at least. But this horizontal energy in the Page of Swords here kind of tells us that also with the Page that for some of you may have been keeping tabs on who this person is, or you've seen stuff about this person that kind of makes you wonder. All right. My overall impression is that this is someone that you've probably already, has a track record of not being reliable. All right. And you kind of are going to question that immediately. All right. So probably the most concerning thing is it actually shows in their energy that something hasn't changed. So you might be right to question that. All right. What is the positive overall of this message? It's someone that shows strong, passionate interest in you, whoever they are. All right. So they're kind of, from their perspective, hey, I know that you've got like some, worries about me, about this or that, but you need to put that aside because it's the love, baby. That's what counts. Maybe this person, that's their angle. I don't know. But you may have also stalled things with this person because of however they behave. You just can't count on them. Right? I'm getting overall a strong, something to do with money with this reading that as being the reason, but who knows? Maybe it could just be something as like trust or it can be a family component there too for some of you if you feel this person. Well, we don't even know who it is. It's a mystery person. All right. That's what I got for you, Cancer. I would imagine this person will still come around based on what I saw there. Go to Leo. Going to Leo. Leo. Tell me about the mystery person for our Leos. What can we know about this person that's interested in Leo? Oh my god, we're not doing, sorry, Page of Swords came out. I've got that card like multiple times. I'm not taking it. Let's use a different deck. Oh yeah, card comes out. It shows King of Wands, so you get a court card. So I'm assuming it could be a fire sign, doesn't have to be. Could be someone that, again, I can't remember which sign got the King of Wands. This is a person that's most certainly going to be active. Either this person could dress good. They may be trying to show them, oftentimes when someone's in the King of Wands energy or the Queen of Wands, it's because they're searching for a partner, all right? You can apply it to business and things like that, but this is not really about business, so we're just going to stick to that this person is looking for someone, all right? Which appears to be potentially you. Clarify this King of Wands. What else can we know about this person this mystery person that's interested in Leo? Got the 8 of Cups reversed at the back here, suggesting this person may have walked away but wants to come back. We have 2 of Cups. Wow. So you have someone that's definitely interested in you and them. Maybe dressing like Fred Flintstone and coming to you with a mega pint is what's going to do it for Leo. Yeah. Trying to be a bit of a trendsetter. Looking like Fred Flintstone. You want to be my Wilma? No. Alright. I know Halloween came early, but jeez. Yeah, that just kind of looks a little weird. Who draws these cards? I feel like I could do a better job. Maybe put some Nikes on there. Get some Ralph Lauren. Alright. What is in this person's energy? This mystery person for Leo. We have a page here. It's positive. We have 8 of Wands. We do have the 8 of Wands showing up. What else is in there? Yeah, this mystery person's energy. Give me one more card. So we have the Queen of Cups showing up here. So, again, this person has overwhelming energy towards wanting to come towards you. You have done something, evidently, Leo. It would suggest. Queen of Cups is very favorable because it tells us that this individual either sees qualities that they're fantasizing or imagining about. In other words, that they're assuming they could fall in love with you, or this person's experienced it before where they felt that there was something about you that's, again, emotionally alluring to them. All right. If you're talking about a male partner coming, like if we're talking about a male that's coming towards a female here, men are less emotional typically than women. So, in my opinion, this is probably either going to be this person, as I said, has that past energy, in other words, the next partner, or this could even be a new person potentially here. All right. In other words, they're imagining a scenario where you and them could work out quite well. All right. 8 of Wands is also positive because it tells us that this is a person that would like to just get something going. Also initiate communication. We already know that there's some sort of interest of union with this person. You could be that person. What exactly this person is seeing in you, I don't know. Okay. We have 9 of Wands. This person definitely could be a fire sign or have fire energy. All right. I don't normally like to call the signs out, but this person could. They show very strong Wands energy. All right. What is this mystery person's interest in Leo overall? Queen of Swords. I suppose this person does want to reach out to you strongly. All right. How would Leo react to this mystery person if they came around? Says King of Swords. You would talk back. Wow. You and them having a little convo? Have a very serious talk. Don't look at me when I'm talking. Yes, ma'am. Hopefully this person's not a complete beta male. Beta! What would they talk about? Can we know? Wow, you get the Ace of Cups. Fuck me. That is really good. My final impression here, Leo, is that this person, whoever they are, I mean, this energy kind of looks like a little too good to be true, if you ask me. It's either got to be A, a new person, or B, this is a person that's a former romantic partner. But if that is true, this person's just forgot about the past entirely because their only interest is you and them. You and me. I guess that'll be done over conversation, so I guess we'll just see where it goes from there. But who knows, who this applies to, I suppose for some of you living under a rock, then, maybe you're just going to be talking to pebbles for a while. But for those of you that maybe have been exploring around, this seems like a very promising candidate, all right? The energy's pretty strong, so who knows what the universe has lined up here. Very good, Leo. Very good. Probably the best reading of the lot so far. All right. Very interesting mystery person. Passionate. You're doing something. Should have asked them. What is Leo doing to turn this person on? Says you keep them guessing. Wow. Damn, Leo. You're luring them because you keep their mind wandering. Just don't know. Just keep blowing my mind. Alright. Let's go to Virgo. Virgo. Talking about the mystery person for our Virgos. Mystery person that's interested in Virgo. What can we know? We got a King of Cups here. Not going to take it, but we'll see if it makes an appearance again. And we are not taking this card because I've received it like almost every reading. So, anything but the Eight of Wands, the Page of Swords to describe this person. Mystery person for Virgo. It says Queen of Wands. This person has a lot of passion towards you. Alright? They see you, at least for some of you, you have either the following. The way that you dress could be appealing to them. The way you do your hair or something you do with your makeup for those of you that do makeup. I know not all of you do. Alright? That could be a possible factor here. This card is very heavily appearance-driven, which is why I'm saying these things. The other possibility is it's the way that your mannerisms, or it's something, the way that you conduct yourself. Maybe this person likes it when you talk down to them, or, I don't know, maybe you have a weird way that you come across where you're, I don't know, being a bit bossy, and they get, oh, geez, yeah, all right, yeah, work with that. Boss me around. Put some handcuffs on there too. I don't know. Could be one of those things. I want to say that because this card does drive a lot of energy with it. So it can sometimes talk about qualities that a Virgo may possess that are just very, I don't know, spontaneous or dominant in some cases or something around that. All right. Maybe this person likes that you're assertive or you, I don't know, are very strongly opinionated about certain things. You're doing something, is what I'm trying to say, that attracts this person. All right. It doesn't always have to be physical beauty. It can be qualities. You can't find that behavior in somebody else. It's just Virgo. Virgo's doing it just right for them. Hell, even this black cat is watching. Like, I'm also interested. Well, I don't have any black cats today. All right. Clarify the Queen of Wands. This person, this mystery person for Virgo. Clarify the Queen of Wands. We got Three of Wands. This person's been patiently waiting. All right. This person, I think, in some ways, wants to move forwards with you or try and push things forwards if they can. What is in this person's energy? So we have Page of Pentacles. That is very positive. It's showing initiation. This is getting their foot in the door. I mean, can't close it. What else is in this mystery person's energy? One more card. Empress. Wow, this person has strong desire. I'm assuming that they're seeing. This could also be a sign of maturity with the Empress. All right. This person may see mature qualities or something about you that they think could be settled down material. Empress can also represent childbearing. All right, I know that won't apply to all of you, especially if you're a guy watching. I don't have like a whole lot of men that watch channel, but if you are, you can disregard that. All right. Empress is strong. It's bringing energy from all four queens. It's showing again quality that is very favorable. So evidently you're doing something. All right. With how good this energy looks, Virgo, my impression is one of two things. This person either is already aware of you from the past, all right? But it's strongly suggestive also this could be a new person, somebody that you have not dated before. The energy seems a little too optimistic, all right? Typically when I do if it's like an ex-partner, the energy isn't as always optimistic. It's riddled with other problems. So with how good this looks, it's somebody that's imagining or assuming it'll just be gravy, right? Like, in other words, they haven't seen any problems, so it's picture perfect. Virgo's like, just wait till they read the story. You gotta get past chapter 1, baby. Right. Alright. If this person came around to Virgo, what would Virgo's interest be towards them? How would Virgo interest be towards this mystery person? We have Magician here. King of Swords. I'm going to say that some of you would be very interested in this person. Says you would not only talk with them, but also be interested in starting something. Magician does tell us that there's some sort of confidence that you see a possibility of something initiating, whether that's just starting out as talking and going somewhere, but you're seeing something that could grow into something, is what I'm trying to say here, right? You may also like the qualities of this person. You may feel that their qualities can potentially complement things about you, all right? This person may also be assertive when they talk with the King of Swords energy and be quite clear. All right. It's possible, because I don't have any other cards to go off of, that this person may be analytical and air sign or have air sign qualities. Another card comes out. We have Four of Wands. Wow. I mean, This is, I don't know which other sign. I think it was Leo. Yeah, I think Leo almost had a flawless reading. This is another reading that's almost flawless as well. This reading's, I don't have anything to fault it on. Whoever this person is, high chance it's a new person that you have not dated before. For some of you, very small chance this is an ex-partner. I just don't have anything to tell me that it is. This person's intention is very clear that they see some potential in you for something long-term. All right. Don't get your hopes up. Who knows if this will happen. All right. But if somebody just comes around out of the blue, then hopefully you remember this reading, because then you'll kind of know what they're after. All right. Their energy seems good overall. I can't fault it. All right. Person could be someone that's in their 30s, 40s, or 50s. Less likely 20s or younger. All right. Let's go to Libra. Libra. Boy, the last two readings were pretty good. So we're going to be fighting quite a high bar. All right. Let's hope this reading's just as good as the last two. Tell us about this mystery person that's interested in our Libras. What can we know about this person? We've got a Five of Pentacles reversed here. That could suggest somebody wanting to come out the cold, but we won't take it. So it says Six of Cups reversed, so this is immediately going to tell us it's somebody you already know. Alright. Unfortunately, I think the last two signs I just did, they seem like they were new people. This seems like it's an ex-partner of some sort. The Six of Cups, when it's reversed, can oftentimes signify past energy. So one would almost assume that you've either encountered this person before, but I guess in theory it could be somebody that you never dated, you just knew them, but high chance is also an ex-partner. All right. There may be also memories with this person. In other words, you've had a history. They're not your regular person you pass on the street, so you would know this person, I would assume, in some fashion or degree. All right. But for some of you, this could have been also just a person that you've kind of forgot about. It's also possible with this card. All right. Children, I always say with this card is possible just because it's in the card. So anything to do with children. Could be a baby daddy, baby mama, who knows. Clarify the Six of Cups reversed for this mystery person. Three of Swords shows up here. This isn't good here, Libra, because it does kind of tell us about some... I mean, Three of Swords in the Tarot is one of the... it arguably is the worst card in tarot. So it does just kind of suggest that whoever this individual is somebody that you... Something negative happened. I don't want to like go off the deep end here and say it was something horrendous, but it could have been a breakup or something like the situation between you and them just kind of evolved to a point where the ending was disappointing or anticlimactic. All right. Maybe you're sad to see this person go, and for others of you, you couldn't wait for this person to get the fuck away from you. All right. Three of Swords is sometimes a little bit difficult to know how it's kind of suggesting it here, because again, it's like it can be bad if you felt this person screwed you over, and maybe it's bad if, who knows, this person just had to leave and the situation had to end, so it wasn't something malicious, but you're just sad. You're sad that they left. All right, so it is suggesting that there's something not so positive associated to whoever this person is. All right. It can also tell us that this is a person potentially that's a little bit hurting themselves, Libra. It's not clear 100% on that, but potential. What is in this person's energy? For this mystery person towards our Libra, what is in this person's energy? Give me 1 to 2 cards. So we have the Star reversed, and what else? Ten of Wands. Well, We have Ten of Swords here. This reading is unfortunately quite negative here. Whoever this individual is somebody that hasn't healed from something, Libra. Ten of Wands can talk about burdens, struggles. Burdens or struggles, all right? One would ask why they have interest in you, because this kind of seems like their energy is quite like in the, this doesn't seem like very suitable to deal with. In other words, you would think that their priorities or focus would be on other things, not coming towards the person. Well, I mean, I guess in all fairness, it's just interest. It doesn't mean to say that they're doing anything. But this could be a person that has, is trying to get over something, recover from something. I don't know if it's another breakup. I wouldn't think. I'm just kind of, that's more of a shot in the dark. All right. The Star reversed is somewhat negative because it can be a bit gloomy, where they haven't healed through something, or they're feeling like times are kind of still rocky, or, you know, they didn't really get their wish, or things are kind of not going in their way. All right. You can also talk about emotions being clouded. You know, and again, what could cause clouding of emotions if they've got maybe depression or anxiety, things like that. Ten of Wands is just that, like a card of struggles, all right? In some contexts, a Ten of Wands can be good, but not in this context, all right? This is just like somebody that's going through a grind, all right? What is this person's interest in Libra? What is their overall interest towards Libra? What is their overall interest towards Libra? It says the Moon. Wow. Unknown. So the Moon is telling us that there's still a mystery around whoever this person is. Things we don't know about. What can we know about the Moon? What can we know about the Moon? This Moon energy towards Libra from this mystery person. What can we know about it? We'll have Nine of Swords here. Whoever this person is quite stressed. Or they stress a lot. We also have Tower. Jesus. Well, I can't really... one would ask where this reading's going. What is the point of this reading? Like, what do we need to know? What is... Because this seems like a person dealing with something. What does this have to do with Libra? Like, what do we need to know overall about this? What's the takeaway, Chief? That's kind of what I'm trying to figure out here. Four of Pentacles. So it's suggesting something about regaining stability of some sort. Why is that relevant? Why do we care about that? So we have Seven of Wands reversed. That doesn't... saying you don't. What a weird reading. I mean, I don't really know what to make of this. But what does this have to do with Libra then? That's what I guess I'm trying to figure out. Why this mystery person, what does it have to do with Libra? It's talking about delays. I just don't understand where this reading's going, Libra. Or no opportunity. Card comes out and it shows Ace of Cups. Okay, so that's the only good card here. Tell us about the Ace of Cups. So I have Seven of Pentacles. How does that happen? With the Seven of Pentacles and Ace of Cups, how would that come to fruition? If that's what I'm thinking it is. How does that come to fruition? Or how would it come to fruition? How does that happen? He's walking away. Oh man, this reading's causing me stumped. Walking away from what? Walking away from what? It says Ten of Wands reversed. Struggles. Walking away from struggles. So that's got to have to do with this person, though. What does it have to do with the person that is interested in Libra? It says Emperor. Here's my final opinion here, Libra. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm 50-50 on what I'm about to say here. All right? Because this whole reading is it's just bizarre, if you ask me. Overall, what it's talking about, it's, as I told you earlier before, it's a person, it is just that, a mystery person. This person really encompasses the energy of mystery, because I'm barely understanding what it's even saying here. But it is strongly suggestive, whoever this is, it is a person that is going through some type of challenging time in their life. All right? It is not suggesting success or things going well by any stretch of the imagination. All right? It does kind of suggest that there's been some type of chaotic energy with you in the past. Either that was a breakup, or there was something that blew up between the both of you, or went wrong, or you didn't like. I don't know. Okay, in what degree? You know, for some of you it might have been craziness, and for others of you it wasn't that bad. I don't know. You know, maybe you just saw things that just weren't working. Right? Whatever the case is, it's suggesting this person's overall energy is showing delays, problems, getting over stuff, dealing with stuff. Not dealing with things that they should be dealing with. All right. It is telling us that there's some type of burdens. We saw that with the Ten of Wands. Now, this last energy is the only one that's a mystery. Now, what it potentially suggests is, when I asked what the only positive in this reading is it's talking about Ace of Cups, an opportunity for love. Seven of Pentacles is things, better planning, better decisions, good bounties, good harvests, things going well. In other words, it's a better direction. Things are improving. All right? Where there was no fruit, no love, now there is. So it's talking about a turnaround. So that's the highlight of the reading. But the question is, how do you get there? It's implying some sort around this person, them leaving something. It says an end of hardship. Well, the Ten of Wands reverse is still like beating a dead horse. So I don't want to say an end of hardship, but it could just be abandoning something. Or just saying, I'm not dealing with it. So it's like this person's grinding away at something and maybe they walk away from it. I don't know. All right? It shows them an Emperor energy. Again, this is still like not very clear to me. My only conclusion to that is it's something about them being in a better position. All right? The Emperor is just that. It's somebody with their shit together. It would make sense. It's the only thing that makes sense with this. All right? Unfortunately, this reading overall is a bit of a letdown because I know some of the other signs got like something that seemed pretty promising or good. But this person seems like it could be an underdog or somebody that's going to... And this is something I want to leave you with, is that this does suggest like a person that may catch you by surprise. All right? While we're seeing this kind of negative energy here, if what it's saying there is true, it does anticipate that they overcome or leave something. The way I'm looking at it is that they just fucking leave something. Or they abandon something that they're doing, and they go in a different direction and it does improve things for them. Alright? When that happens, and if it does kind of imply you may hear around this person come back into the picture. Alright? If and when this happens, would Libra be interested in this person? With the Ace of Cups. It shows Magician, so it says you would go with it. So, wish I just knew what this Ten of Wands reversed and this Eight of Cups was a bit about more. Why does this person... Okay, I'm going to ask one more card, because it's just... This part of the reading is what's really nagging at me. If this is about this person has interest in Libra, why do they have to leave something? Why would they have to walk away from something? Why do they have to do that? Yeah, too many cards. Why would this person have to walk away from whatever it is? So it says Ten of Cups. I guess that's you and them. They have to leave something to get something. What is so bad about where they're at? What is the problem with where they're at? So it says the Nine of Cups. Well, reversed, but tell us more about that. It says stuck. Amen. What a mystery. I don't know. The only thing I can extract from this cryptic mess is it's kind of implying that this person walks or leaves something behind or moves on from something, things improve for them. Alright? It's saying like where they're at right now or whatever they're doing, they're stuck. Or things aren't going well. I mean, Nine of Cups, if it's reversed, is not... It's not good energy. It just cannot... I mean, not in every case, but it's not good either way. With the Hangman. Sorry, I was about to sneeze. Alright. The Nine of Cups, when it's reversed, can oftentimes just overall suggest to us that whatever is going on in their life, things aren't going well. Like they're not achieving the kind of success that they wanted. Maybe things are kind of slumping in their job, their career. Who knows? The Hangman can also just talk about them trying to understand things, or it's just them being stuck. Now, if I had to be a betting man, it's probably somebody that's trying to reevaluate things, and maybe that's why they go in a different direction. I don't know. This was way too long, alright? These readings are only supposed to be like 5 minutes, and you got like a fucking 20-minute reading out of this. That's what I got for you, Libra. Sorry, that one was overly complicated and ridiculous, but I don't know. Take it or leave it. Sounds like an underdog situation. Maybe someone that'll surprise you when you least suspect it. I'm a reformed person! Look at me now! Damn, it was almost like 20 minutes. Damn. I got swindled by Libra. Swindled. Scorpio. Tell us about the mystery person for Scorpio, the sign of Scorpio. Who's this person that's interested in Scorpio? We have a King of Swords. Okay. Clarify the King of Swords. What can I know about this mystery person? Oh my god, we're at 10 of Wands. There's just certain cards tonight that I just don't want to see anymore, and this is one of them. Alright. I'm not going to read this just yet because it's still, I could, but it's not, in my opinion, very clear on what it's saying just yet. What is in this person's energy, this mystery person that's interested in Scorpio? What's in their energy? Can we know? So it says the moon. What else is there? It says 10 of Cups. That's pretty good. Why is the moon here? Let's use the Darkwood Tarot since it's the moon. It says 9 of Pentacles. What is the mystery around that? I don't understand. So it says Star reversed. Tell us more about that. What is not illuminated? That's what I want to know. So it's saying 5 of Swords. Okay, so that's the problem here. All right. So what this is kind of suggesting here is that one of the potential hidden problems with this person is that, well, this reading is still a bit of a mystery at this point, but let me just go over the moon energy, right? It is suggesting that there's this 5 of Swords probably tells us that there's been some type of, I don't want to say it's a troubling energy, but it could be someone that you've had some problems with before, Scorpio. All right. Have a look at the card. All right. It is suggesting, moon is oftentimes talking about something that's clouded or it's being hidden. All right. Or it is suggested that this person has a fear or a worry about this occurring. All right. So, translation, that this person may be worried about getting betrayed or backstabbed, or they're concerned about cheating or something around that. Some of you are like, well, that's not like my ex. We don't know this is your ex. It could be someone that's brand new that you don't know. All right. But one thing that I want to make abundantly clear about this person's energy is that they have some sense, or they're either an air sign or this person has strong air qualities, because the way that their energy comes across is it's somebody that's a bit of a detective. All right. Their energy is also kind of suspicious in some ways. All right. The positive around this person is that they do actually have 10 of Cups is a very strong card, but it's also somewhat not clear here, because one would ask, is this person somebody that already knows you, that you're quite close with, like a friend? Because oftentimes the 10 of Cups is not something that just forms out of interest. It forms because this person's bonded with you before. In other words, they know you, they get along with you. All right? Like, the 10 of Cups can be a very powerful energy in the tarot. So one would ask, is this person speculating that that's going to happen between you and them? Or have they experienced it and built it? Because it oftentimes takes time to arrive to the energy. So this can kind of suggest, again, either this person's just in their head thinking that you, Scorpio, might be the person that's going to be a great connection for them, less likely. And the other possibility is this person has experienced it. There's certain things that between you and them they click with, they get along with, and they've had history of having good times with you. All right, this may be very alluring to this person. That is more likely, in my opinion, what it's suggesting there. All right, but Again, what this Five of Swords is about, there's some concern that this person seems to have like either, again, it's a stress, a worry, or an unknown about that being some sort of issue. All right. The Star in reverse can also talk about unhealed wounds, and it can also talk about things being clouded as well. All right. Where there's no stars, there's darkness, and it goes back to the moon. In other words, this person might be hiding this, and I know a lot of you are like, what? Are they going to try and stab me in the back? I don't think it's malicious or anything like that. It's just suggesting this person has a worry around this. But why to you? I don't know. This person may not be someone that trusts very easily. And again, the King of Swords is somebody that's also very careful about getting into things. They're very suspicious. I need to, double check everything with fine-tooth comb. Right. We have Emperor show up. I don't know why that came out. We'll put it back, but I just want to show that it came out. All right. This person may be dominant. I guess we'll take it with the Emperor. All right. Nine of Pentacles could also be scoping you out, looking at their Scorpio. Does my Scorpio have wings at the back? I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe they're just not so sure about you draining their blood and flying off. Oh, damn, just like last time. All right. Why does this person show a suspicious energy towards Scorpio? It says Page of Swords reversed. This person also has a very nosy energy. This is a card oftentimes called spying or hiding in the bushes. It's the Brat card reversed. It's a nosy Tom or a nosy Sue. What's that Scorpio doing? Getting in the car. Wonder where they're going. Why is this person so suspicious? Or what is driving their suspicion? Again, this person, wow, we got Seven of Swords. This person has a strong... What the fuck? This person may have like trust problems or something like that. Something to do with you. This could be an ex-partner of some sort. Concerned that you are off dabbling with, I don't know, your mystery man or woman, or depending on, I guess, who's watching here. But Seven of Swords is someone that's being stealthy, going off in distance. And we see old Red Eyes in the back there. Okay? Red Eyes is going after her. If you don't know who Red Eyes is, you don't want to know. But by all means, if you want to look it up, you can. But very interesting mystical force in the tarot. But definitely don't want old Red Eyes around. All right. So what do we learn about this? This is talking overall about a person that apparently has suspicion problems, trust issues, and somebody that seems to be investigating you. All right. The only person, in my opinion, now that I think about it, that would really do something like this is an ex-partner. So somebody that knows you, that still probably has attachment to you, but can't stand the fact that you might be single or doing something. Got to make sure before I come around that my Scorpio is not being a Scorpio. Because this person seems to, I don't know, think you're off doing something. Why would this person be so suspicious of Scorpio's behaviors? Or why would they be so... Well, that's not going to tell me anything. Because I kind of already answered that before. Alright. How would Scorpio feel about this person if they came around? It says you'd be defensive towards them. Might find this person's a bit intrusive. Why would Scorpio be defensive towards this mystery person? So we've got the Four of Cups here. It says you've been disappointed by this person or not happy. I mean, but you notice something about this card is that, now I know it's a fox here, but this could be suggesting an apartment in modern day life, that this was a situation where you were not fulfilled by this person at all. So I don't know. This could be I think a person overall, Scorpio. I'm not going to go too much in this reading anymore. One, this doesn't seem like this person. If this resonates to you, I don't think it's going to resonate to all Scorpios. But if they do, they seem a bit of an oddball based on this energy, and they have a strong probing energy, as I said earlier. Suspicious. All right. What is the positive of this? I think this person does have strong feelings about you. They may have trust issues. All right. Maybe this is a situation where some of you are going to say, well, yeah, they go and fool around with people. Who knows? Maybe this person's got psychiatric issues. But if that is true, then maybe just stay away from it. Something like that. It does show they have a strong probing energy. Maybe worried that you're already with somebody. All right. It kind of seems like, from if it is an ex-partner, that you have not been too impressed with them from the past. Now, the only reason that they'll be coming around again is potentially to re-establish something between you and them. But again, so I got for you. Good luck, Scorpio. All right. What a weird reading. Jeez. Maybe we can heal. Sagittarius. Tell us about the mystery person for Sagittarius. What can we know about this person? What can we know? So it shows a King of Cups reversed. Clarify King of Cups reversed. For this mystery person. King of Pentacles reversed. Well, I don't want to speak too much on that, but it can be suggestive whoever this person is a little... could be a bit unreliable. This person may be a bit cold, closed off. It's not off to a good start here. Alright. We'll just say in summary, not a very desirable person. The qualities most likely affected is this person may not display emotion very well, may not be very affectionate, may have unusual ways of displaying love. All right. In rare cases, this can also talk about the King of Cups being reversed, about an obsessive person that has a lot of love for you. All right, like an unhealthy level, like obsession, but not likely, but possible. I'm only saying that because the King of Pentacles reversed can talk about people that have unstable behavior. So one would ask, who knows? Maybe it's in that realm of possibility. Tell us about this. What is in this person's energy, this mystery person energy? A card comes out, Five of Swords. This is probably going to be an automatic no for me, Sagittarius. What else is in this person's energy? Says Ten of Swords. Well, why is this person so negative? Says they are seeking truth over something. Or they want the truth over something. So it's saying the negativity is only there because they're seeking clarity, or they want to get clarity with you. So this is Most certainly somebody you've had a lot of problems with, Sagittarius. That's all I'm going to say on this. All right. Temperance reverse is probably talking about you and them just didn't work. You had problems. All right. You may have not liked this person's behavior. You may have found out things about this person that just you're like, this is going to be a no-go. All right. Five of Swords can probably suggest this person has some, qualities about them that are just not really conducive for a stable relationship. This person may have had just, who knows, maybe you liked the way they dressed. You might have liked some of their looks. Perhaps, their car, who knows. There could have been something that was appealing to you for a while, a period of time, and you thought it was going to go somewhere, and you find out this person's a bit of a basket case, right? Alright. Ten of Swords is not good here either. Why is that even in their energy? Why is Ten of Swords in this person's energy? This person has interest in Sagittarius. Six of Swords. Alright. This is still going to be a no for me. Even though this is better. The Six of Swords here is moving to calmer waters. So this tells us immediately that this is a person that a Sagittarius dealt with where it ended badly or something did not go well. Alright? In other words, you had bad history with this person. This person with the Ace of Swords and the Six of Swords would like to clear things up and hopefully move things to calmer waters. Yep, I know I put holes in the wall. I'm sorry about that. And I know that I basically spent about a half an hour telling you why I don't like you and blah, blah, blah. And I know I sliced your tires, and I'm sorry about that. But can't we just move things over? You want to go to Chili's? Let's go to Chili's. That always made you better. No, that was the only safe spot that I had. I don't know. Geez, I hope it's not one of these kind of situations. But whatever the case is, in summary, person that you've had problems with, wanting to come smooth things over. All right. Why is Five of Swords in their energy? All right. If this person is wanting to move the boat to calmer waters, why is Five of Swords in their energy? Page of Wands. What does that have to do with Sagittarius? So it's kind of suggesting like this person really is determined for a new start. Alright? Five of Swords is quite negative, but often it is a driven energy as well. It's somebody that will do something at all costs. So it is implying with the Page of Wands here going death that this person is quite determined that something can be accomplished. Wow, this sounds like, I don't know, it just sounds like those qualities of somebody that, So this reading definitely won't apply to everybody, but it's definitely a person that doesn't take no for an answer. Or may have issues with taking no for an answer. Alright. No, I'm not interested. Alright, I'll meet you at 7. I just said I'm not interested. Alright, love you. Have a great night. Banging at your door at like 7:30. Why didn't you show up? Hopefully it's not that. I think I'm throwing fuel in the fire here. Probably need to stop doing that. Alright. What is their overall interest in... Well, I've already figured that out. How would Sagittarius react to this person coming around? What would Sagittarius' interest be towards this person coming around? It says 4 of Cups. Would be disappointed or a lot to be desired. This almost shows like that it's being shoved in front of you. And you're like, yeah. And it shows 7 of Wands. Would be defensive, I think, to this person's encounter towards you. Oh, we have Devil far behind it. Alright, well. Advice for Sagittarius if this situation actually happens. Says the Moon. Something you don't know about. Well, good luck to you. Alright, that's all I got for you. Wow, what a weird reading. Hide your kids. Lock the doors. Oh, let's finish this up. Capricorn. Tell me about this mystery person for our Capricorns. What can we know about this person? What can I know? What can we know about this mystery person? It says an emperor. Wow. Could be a family man or somebody that runs a business. It could be somebody that feels like they're in a position of power or somebody that actually is doing well. All right. Could be a boss for some of you, or it could be some sort of a leader figure of any kind. Somebody that also, it could be someone in an authority role. Anything to do with management. Tell us about this emperor. Clarify it. What can we know? This person has been in thought about you for quite some time, but I don't think that they've made their presence known. Hermit can be a very isolating energy. But they've been having a good old think about it. Watching you from down below. Yes, there's my Capricorn. What is in this person's energy? This person that is interested in Capricorn, what is in their energy towards Capricorn? We have 5 of Pentacles. This person does feel a bit disconnected from you, or like, I guess you guys don't really have much of a connection. What else? 10 of Swords reversed is here. So it's somebody that's definitely disconnected from you. Alright, so there was some type of ending to something between you and them. The reversal here suggests it's already passed, it's been over. But this person with Hermit energy, it tells me one thing. This is a person that, you and them left, you split ways, number 1. Number 2, there must have been a driving reason on why things went your separate ways. But this person has, I'm assuming, I'm taking a gander here, has been in reflection about you for quite some time. I'm not saying that they spent every waking moment thinking about their Capricorn, alright? But I would assume that there's been something that's been on their mind from time to time, or over a period of time. You know, maybe when they just reflect on things. I don't know. You pop up, alright? But their overall energy is kind of suggesting they feel disconnected, or, I don't know, just like things are done between the both of you. What is their interest towards Capricorn, this mystery person? We have the Ace of Pentacles here. I'm going to take that. Also have a Queen of Wands. Take that too. Also have Strength. I don't think I'm going to take that. Let's use a different deck. So both of these are going to suggest, again, some type of interest in you. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. So I think this person sees desirable qualities about you, Capricorn. Maybe what I should ask, because I'm going to actually conclude this person just wants to come towards you. All right. The bigger mystery is why there's been a disconnection. Why is it suggesting disconnection between Capricorn and this person, this mystery person? It says stress, a lot of it. Overthinking. Worrying. What has caused that? What has caused that? So it says Temperance reversed, imbalance or problems, potentially. I'm assuming from the past, and it says 3 of Swords. So whatever happened between you and this person, apparently in the past, it just wasn't good. It caused a lot of problems. So this person, I think, has been hesitant to come back around. So I would assume this person just felt that it was just better just to leave it. You know, don't rock the boat. This person does want to take things to calmer waters. That just came out on its own. Wow. So the only real question now is, how would you react to this person? If this mystery person came around to Capricorn, how would Capricorn react to them? Ace of Wands reversed. It's suggesting there would be delays. You may not be interested or take the bait. Why not? Why would Capricorn not take the bait? This is Empress reversed. You don't see it growing or going anywhere. And it went over the 6 of Swords for a hot minute there. Or a hot second. Why would, if that is true, why would Capricorn not see it going anywhere? Or not growing? This is 7 of Pentacles reversed. Oh. Here's my final opinion here, Capricorn. This is clearly, as I said earlier, and I'll just try to keep it short here. Alright, this is clearly a person that you've had history with already. In other words, it's not a new person. Whatever happened between the both of you obviously ended in some dysfunction. It wasn't going well. Temperance reverse is talking about 2 people that just couldn't, they weren't mixing well, alright? Which probably suggests either your taste changed, or as you guys got to know each other more, you started to realize that you guys just weren't going to work. Like there were certain problems you picked up about this person, or they picked up about you, and you just couldn't get along, alright? It's like when you guys didn't know about those things, it was working. But as soon as you found out about how they really were, or how you guys really operated, it's just created friction, alright? Maybe this person didn't want to leave the picture, or maybe you didn't, who knows, or whatever. Whatever the case is, it's suggesting it ended, alright? It suggests the situation ended. Now, the Hermit can tell us this person's been, as I told you before, like some sort of thought for a while. Alright. The Emperor is strong energy. It does kind of suggest that they're grounded, or they have certain things in their life going well for them, or they're doing okay. Alright. They're showing a more like alpha kind of energy. Alright. Some of you may find that appealing. Others of you don't care for it. Their overall energy, though, does kind of reflect that disconnection between the both of you. Alright, 10 of Swords reversed does tell us that whatever this shit was, in their mind, it's past. Alright, their intention seems to be to move things to calmer waters, but the problem is that even though they're optimistic, it's implying that you don't really, I don't know, you're going to pretty much stall it, or you're not going to be interested. Alright, part of the reason it's saying from the tarot is that you don't see it going anywhere. You just don't see it growing, and the 7 of Pentacles reversed is negative here because it pretty much highlights an issue where you are anticipating or projecting that this person coming back in the picture is just going to lead to the same problem again. All right, it is the card that I've talked about many times in this channel that talks about repeating bad harvests. Translation: repeating a connection that didn't work. All right, and getting the same results again. So, but the only thing that could really change this is if this person, I guess, can really wow you or show you another side of them, alright? I mean, who knows? But again, folks, let's not read too far into this because we don't even know if this is going to happen. But if it does, you got a person that fits this profile, and they come around, you probably know what they're coming for then, alright? Just talk. Can we do that? You, me, just talk about things, you know? Had a lot of soul reflection, Cappy. I'm not like that anymore. No. Like, you are still just as annoying as I remember you. no. Aquarius. Tell me about the person, our mystery person for our aquas. What can we know about this peach, this lovely person? We have a King of Cups. It is somebody that has romantic interest in you. All right? Whoever this person is has some sort of, well, it's beyond attraction. It would suggest that with the King of Cups, it's more going to be certain things you're doing or however you're acting. Something about you they see as compatible with them. All right. Oftentimes people only generate emotional connections when it's flowing like butter. All right. So they're clearly looking at their life, looking at you. They're like, wow, that Aquarius could work. Maybe they'll come to you with a corny line. Do you want to be the yang and I'll be the yin? And then you can yin my yang? Would Aquarius want to yin this person's yang? Wow, it says evidently you would. Guess you would yin that yang. Alright, Aquarius. Fuck me, even the fish is jumping. It's like, can I join? Just kidding. What can we know? Can we clarify this King of Cups? This mystery person for Aquarius. Oh god. The fish is jumping. Chariot. This person wants to overcome obstacles or barriers. Whatever challenges there are. So what relevance that 100% has your Aquarius, I'm not too sure. But it's still positive. This person seems to have some type of determination or they're overcoming something. But there is some type of feelings, passion, or interest in you. Okay? What is in this person's overall energy, this mystery person? It says moon. We have moon. So there's something unknown, clouded in this person's energy. What else? Ace of Wands. This person has high interest in you. It wants to, this could even be, we have Two of Pentacles. This person's looking for stability. Huh. Why do we have the moon in this person's energy? Temperance. So there is some concern about imbalance between the both of you. Something not working. So while this person has really good energy, Aquarius, the only net damper in it is that, and I don't think this is even a damper, it's just suggesting this person does have some concern that you and them might run into problems. All right. So where would this probably come from? This high chance, in my opinion, this could be someone new or someone that you have not. I mean, I'm leaning towards it's a new person. All right. This energy just seems very positive, but you know, I'm like, if it's a new person, wouldn't any new person have some concern that maybe it's not? There's going to be certain problems. In other words, they're seeing certain things about you that they're questioning. Oh, maybe this is like this, or maybe it's like that, when really they don't have the answer, but they're just speculating off of what they're seeing. So they might be, you know, just still interested to take a chance, but just kind of cautious, all right? So I don't think this is overall too negative, but there is some doubt about some incompatibility or an issue. What would Aquarius's interest towards this person be? It says the Knight of Swords. You would be interested and eager to talk with this person as well. Knight of Swords is somebody that would definitely go after, and it's almost impulsive. It'd be, some of you may jump to this person. Advice for Aquarius? I can't really fault anything here. It's quite good, this reading. It says King of Cups. Again. Why is that the advice? Oh, so, okay. So there is advice to your Aquarius. It's saying, be careful. And it went over this Knight of Swords here. This is important. It said Five of Swords. It said, be careful to not talk this person out of things. Five of Swords can be talking about someone that's either, again, creating conflict or creating tension. How do you do that? I don't know, Aquarius. It could just be suggesting that you come across too strong, or the way that you talk with this person can be a little bit like maybe you're suspicious. All right. I don't know like how to really describe it. It's kind of like maybe an energy where for some of you don't intend to do that, but like you come across too assertive, or you talk too much about something that's negative. For some of you, may even talk about past betrayals or problems or something like that, but it's cautioning you that could, like, I guess affect their interest in you. So just be wary of that. Five of Swords is betrayal, cheating, problems, issues around that. It's just saying, be careful to not yap your mouth out about that. So this is high chance it's probably a new person. So if you have somebody here that's got a heart ready to offer you some sort of love, I'm not saying they would come off the bat and just do that. I'm just saying they have that interest. It's just saying don't ruin it, right? Maybe talking about the past and problems and issues you've been through is going to kind of put a damper on that. Hint, hint. You know, with the Temperance and the Moon here. You know, because maybe you're kind of almost illuminating some of their fears. That, oh, geez, yeah, Aquarius has got some problems going on here. All right. Maybe just stick to yin and yang, the yin and yang thing I was talking about earlier, all right? That's what I got for you, Aquarius. Keep it positive, all right, if it's a new person that comes around. Just keep it like this. Hiya, baby. How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Biggs? Oh, I got it. That would make my day. Damn. I'm doing quite well. Pisces. We all scream for Pisces. We do. Tell us about this person. It's a mystery person for Pisces who has interest in Pisces. It's saying the Six of Wands reversed. I think you're the only sign that I've seen this card come out for. So this is a person that didn't work out with. Alright, so we already know it's probably an ex. Potentially. Clarify the Six of Wands reversed. So we have a Tower here even. Take that as a top energy. And we have the Three of Swords here too. Alright. Whoever this person was unfortunately somebody that it failed with, and it didn't. It's looking like, again, obviously an ex, or somebody that I would assume the ending was quite negative. All right. I think there was one or two other signs that had a similar kind of thing that occurred, where it was suggesting like kind of a major blunder or a blow up or something like that. But Three of Swords is very negative in the tarot. I've already talked about this on the channel many times. All right. Given that there's a Tower here, this kind of tells me that this was a situation potentially where you really wanted it to work, or you had the intention of trying to put your best, do your best to make it work, Pisces. But despite your efforts, the universe was just no. All right. Oftentimes that probably might happen if there was some type of like negative behaviors or patterns or things occurring that just wasn't healthy. It could have been like maybe this person was lying, or maybe taking you for granted. I don't know. It could have been a lot of things, but whichever way we spin it, it's suggesting it just wasn't a good outcome with this person, all right? Could have been a sudden ending or just a slow, like, kind of a, again, a not so good ending. So, heartbreak is never good, so, I mean, just kind of however you see it. What is in this person's energy? So we have the Knight of Wands here. What else is in this person's energy, this mystery person? We have King of Cups. This person has strong passion and interest to you, Pisces. I'm going to maintain that this person is, again, still familiar with you from the past, so evidently they have not lost feelings for you. The Knight of Wands does show an ambitious energy, so it's somebody that's, I would think, is probably confident that you might have interest in them. All right, but you know, to state the overwhelming obvious factor here, if despite how good this is, then what was this? Because I'm assuming you got this in the past as well, is what I'm trying to say. What would Pisces' interest be in this King of Cups, Knight of Wands? What you got here? Knight of... Wow, you have Knight of Wands reversed. You have the direct opposite, so a lot of you would not go with it. No, I'm saying that's King of... What is this? This is King of Wands reversed. So that's even worse, because that's almost suggesting King of Wands reversed is somebody that you would see as, look, I'm just going to say it, and I don't ever really say it on the channel that much. I'm trying not to go into that player kind of crap. A lot of readers, I think, get lost in that a bit too much, but this could be somebody just that, someone you see as a player, all right? King of Wands, when it's reversed, can be a person that can cause towers because of the fact that their behavior is unpredictable. 1 minute they're interested in a relationship, then they're not. Then they're telling you that I want to marry you, and then the next minute they hate you, or they don't want to talk to you, or this person's like unpredictable. This person could have a temper for some of you. The King of Wands also has that problem when it's reversed of they can't dedicate themselves to something. All right. The upright version of the card oftentimes talks about somebody that you can have confidence in and trust in to start a business or lead the way, be a leader, all right? They're very close to that Emperor energy. But the reversal is saying there's a lacking of those qualities. Or this person is selfish, does have those qualities, but they're just selfish. They just don't care. It's whatever their needs are, you know? So it's not that I'm just abandoning because I'm giving up. It's just I don't care. It's not suiting me anymore. So this person may be somebody that just goes more so after what they want, and you may identify or associate that this person's more concerned about themselves, and that's why you don't trust them. All right. What is Pisces' problem with the King of Wands reversed? So we have the Ten of Swords reversed there. And it says Knight of Cups reversed. Again, you don't trust this person's... Knight of Cups reversed can be someone that's a love bomber. It could be somebody that's coming in with unrequited love. You know that they're there for other reasons. So, I don't know what to think here, Pisces, because their energy is actually showing legitimate interest in you. But it's saying that you don't trust it at all. You see, in fact, the opposite of that. You feel that the person, like... If we were to, it's basically what it's saying here, that if we were to ask about this person said, hey, I'm the King of Cups right now, you were like, you're not that King of Cups, you are this. So this tells me that you have some degree of resentment to this person and you don't trust them. All right. So evidently there was some truth in this, that this person let you down. And so... What should Pisces know? I mean, if Pisces is just going to shoot this person down, then what should Pisces know about this person? What's different from last time? It says what you should know is this person really has interest in you. Alright, I don't know how else to say it. This person seems to be interested in a family. kind of life or a closer relationship with you. All right. What is the problem then? Tell us about Pisces' concerns with this Knight of Cups reversed and King of Wands reversed. How do you see it, Spirit? What is the concern on that? Is it uncalled for? Card comes out. From Spirit standpoint, it just says it causes delays. Nothing moves forward. What about this person's past history then? Since the Hermit, you know the road ahead. I don't. Evidently not. Else I wouldn't be asking. Well, what caused blockage? Actually, what it's saying is it's actually reflecting on what caused delays the last time. What caused delays the last time? Saying you would know. The Magician, getting it started. Huh? Well then what was the Tower about? What was the Tower about? Why did the Tower happen? I don't understand that. Let's use this good. Why did the Tower happen? What was that about? It says Three of Swords again. So this person let you down. What is that trying to say? So it does kind of confirm that this person did let you down. Then why deal with this person if they let you down? And it says that just causes delays again. Well, I fucking don't know. Because it just keeps repeating the same thing. It's basically saying that if we focus on this, then it just causes delays, which we already know. But, I mean, it's not answering the question in the way that I want it to, because I'm like... Then what is if we don't focus on the Three of Swords in the Tower? Then what? This is King of Pentacles. What does that mean for Pisces? What does that mean? Commitment. We've got the Hierophant there. That can talk about family dynamics, marriage, with a King of Pentacles, who would be great for marriage. What about what about if there was a connection? Then what about the problems that happened in the past? So it says Six of Cups. Focus on the good. Why would we just sweep the bad under the rug? I don't get that. And then it says Queen of Wands. Ah, fuck it. This is the only thing I'm going to conclude with your reading, Pisces. Pretty bizarre if you ask me at the end here. Alright? The tarot, for whatever reason, is very determined to kind of make the point that we worry about the past, it doesn't move forwards. But in my opinion, yeah, we could... I feel like I don't even need to explain this, but whatever. Like, it's showing us something positive, which I've already kind of explained to you, that this person seems to have interest in you. It appears to be an ex. It didn't work in the past. It says that this person, like, things potentially could work, all right? But it's saying in order to get there, you can't worry about the past. But I'm like, evidently, it's showing that this person did cause a problem. So wouldn't you want to, or need to worry about that? Basically, it just keeps saying that whenever you focus on the past, it doesn't move forward. So it doesn't want to answer it any other way. In my opinion, if this person did cause problems, then yeah, just stay away. I don't care what this thing says, I would still stay away. Anything else for Pisces? Says stressing about something toxic or whatever. Why would that be a problem in Pisces' mind? You know, some of you may potentially have a problem where you overthink or you overreact or something to something that happened in the past, all right? This could be trying to illuminate. Okay, I'm going to take a wild gander here, and it's 1 in a million, all right? This could have been somebody way from the past or something like that, that maybe, who knows, maybe they come around or something like that, and they're not as bad as they once were, or things have really changed. Unlikely, but who knows? Let's just live in that world, all right? It's almost pointing out in some ways that for some of you, maybe you already have like predetermined ways that you're going to perceive this person, or you're going to react, or maybe you're just in general like that. You always are thinking on the fence or worried about something going wrong. It's kind of trying to highlight for some reason that that is something that's not good. That it only stalls things or it creates problems. So maybe that had something to do with the last time this didn't work out, for all I know. Alright? Maybe you didn't trust this person. Whatever the case is, who knows? We'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully, it's not as bad as I'm thinking it is here. But what's the positive out of this? You do have somebody here suggesting that does have interest in you. All right, it's all in energy. It's really good. All right, but unfortunately, kind of seems like you're not so thrilled with this person, whoever they are. So I guess we'll find out in the future if this happens. Thanks for watching, Pisces. I'll see you on the next one.